Are you aware of the common things that people often waste money on? Now, before you jump to conclusions, we're not just talking about the rich or the middle class. This is about everyone. It's a misconception that only those with excess funds make poor financial decisions. Even individuals with limited resources can get caught in the trap of unnecessary spending, and that's a reality we often overlook. Financial literacy is not about how much money you earn, but how you manage it. It's about understanding the value of every dollar and making sure it goes to the right place. It's about avoiding the pitfalls that can drain your wallet before you even realize it. Misconceptions about how poor people spend their money are rampant. And today we're going to debunk some of those. We'll discuss the 12 common things that people, regardless of their financial status, often waste money on. So buckle up, because we're about to help you steer clear of these financial roadblocks. Today, we will delve into the 12 things that poor people often waste money on, so you can avoid these pitfalls and make smarter financial decisions. First on our list is unnecessary luxuries. Now, there's a common misconception that to appear affluent, one must splurge on expensive clothing, accessories, and brand names. But let me tell you, that's far from the truth. It's okay to treat yourself occasionally, but making it a habit can lead to financial strain. Here's a quick tip. Instead of chasing brand names, focus on the quality and the longevity of the items you buy. Often you'll find that less expensive options offer just as much value, if not more. And let's be real, nobody needs a gold-plated toothbrush or a diamond-studded phone case. Also, consider the cost per use. An expensive dress that you'll wear once isn't as valuable as a moderately priced one that you'll wear multiple times. And let's not forget about the joy of finding a good deal. There's a certain thrill in scoring something you love at a fraction of the cost. It's about being smart with your money, not just spending it. Remember, expensive does not always mean better. Next up, the hidden costs. They're like the silent villains in our financial stories, quietly eating away at our resources. These under-the-radar costs often come in the form of late payment fees, overdraft charges, and high-interest loans. Let's talk about late payment fees first. It might seem like just a few dollars here and there, but add them up over a year, and you've got a significant dent in your wallet. It's like throwing your hard-earned money into a black hole. So pay those bills on time, folks. You'll be saving more than you think. Now, on to overdraft charges. This is when you spend more than what's in your bank account, and your bank charges you for it. It's like getting penalized for not having enough money. The best way to avoid this? Keep an eye on your account balance or set up low balance alerts. And let's not forget about high-interest loans. They might seem like a quick fix when you're in a bind, but the interest can stack up, turning a small loan into a mountain of debt. If you're going to borrow, do it smart. Look for the lowest interest rates and make sure you can afford the repayments. Avoid these hidden costs to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket. Now let's talk about unhealthy habits. You know, those things we do that not only harm our bodies, but also leave our wallets gasping for air. Yep. We're talking about smoking and excessive drinking. These habits, though they may seem pleasurable or stress-relieving in the moment, come with a hefty price tag over time. Consider this. A pack-a-day smoker can spend thousands of dollars a year on cigarettes alone. And let's not get started on the cost of a night out drinking. A few rounds at the bar can quickly add up, and if you're doing this regularly, well, you do the math. But it's not just about the money spent on these habits, it's also about the long-term health costs. Medical bills associated with smoking and excessive drinking can run into the tens of thousands, not to mention the toll they take on your quality of life. So think about it. What if you put all that money you spend on cigarettes and alcohol towards something more beneficial, like a savings account or a vacation or even a gym membership? The benefits would be twofold: improved health and a healthier bank balance. Your health is your wealth, literally. Misplaced priorities can also lead to wasted money. This comes into play when we start putting our wants before our needs, leading to unnecessary spending. Let's break this down. You see, needs are things we can't live without. Food, shelter, clothing, healthcare, they're the absolute essentials. Wants, on the other hand, are things we desire, things that make life more enjoyable but aren't essential for our survival. The latest smartphone, a new pair of designer shoes, a lavish vacation. When we start prioritizing our wants over our needs, that's when the money drain begins. We might find ourselves splurging on a high-end gadget while struggling to pay off the electricity bill. Or maybe we're dining out every night while our health insurance premium remains unpaid. These are clear examples of misplaced priorities. And the key to fixing this? Get back to the basics. Start by listing down your needs and your wants. Then prioritize your spending according to the list. It's okay to indulge in your wants occasionally, but not at the cost of your needs. Remember, needs before wants. Lastly, we have financial traps. Now, these are particularly pernicious, often ensnaring those who are least equipped to deal with their consequences. These traps typically come in the form of payday loans and high-interest credit cards. Let's break it down. Payday loans are short-term, high-cost loans that are often marketed as a quick fix for unexpected expenses. However, they often lead to a cycle of borrowing that can be hard to break free from. On the other hand, high-interest credit cards may seem like a lifeline for those struggling to make ends meet. But the high rates can lead to mounting debt if not managed carefully. Both of these financial traps can lead to a vicious cycle of debt that can be incredibly hard to escape from. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Therefore, it's critical to understand these traps and how they work. By doing so, you can make informed decisions and avoid getting caught in their grip. Stay away from these financial traps to keep your finances healthy.